In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix elbow popping and snapping sounds in 30 seconds. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to deal with annoying elbow sounds, those cracking, popping, grinding sounds. And you may find that this gives quick results, even in as little as 30 seconds. The great part is too that these exercises will also help for elbow pain in general. So if you're dealing with tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, anything like that, give these a try because they may help. So let's get started and get rid of those popping sounds in the elbow right now. With this elbow exercise, I'm going to use the magic of a metal spoon to hopefully get rid of a lot of elbow sounds, but hopefully also will lead to a lot less pain and tightness. This is known as muscle scraping or gua sha, and it might become your new favorite elbow technique. Two things we need. The first being a large metal spoon. I like one with a little bit more thickness. You'll get better results. The second, a form of lubrication. I'm going to be using coconut oil, but you can use any massage lotions or over-the-counter pain creams such as Icy Hot or BioFreeze. Start off by putting lubrication all over the arm, all over the elbow, top part here, bottom, all the way to the wrist. When it comes to lubrication, more is better. We don't want any friction. So with the spoon, it doesn't matter what part you use. You can use the rounded portion, you can use the handle. Let's start above the elbow right here. I'm going to take the handle right here and I'm going to just go at about 45 degrees. I'm going to apply enough pressure in there where it's comfortable and I'm going to get a nice self-massage. Start off by doing just slow strokes downwards towards the elbow. And you want to do this for about 5 repetitions. From there, you just move over to a different spot and repeat. And you're going to do this pretty much all the way across the top part of the arm, top part, bottom part, all over the elbow, and on the forearm to the wrist. But when you do this, you're going to notice that certain spots feel just a little bit more gritty. Make note of that. That generally is adhesion, and you want to break that up. You'll also notice that certain spots start to become very, very red. I don't know if you can see it on this video right here, but that is blood flow coming to the area to promote healing. So that is a good thing. So once I'm done on the top part right here, I just work my way to the bottom and repeat. You're also going to want to target around the elbow, but when you do this, make sure to only go on soft tissue, not over bony parts like this. That can cause irritation, so only soft tissue like muscle. But you want to go inside the elbow. So if you have golfer's elbow, medial epicondylitis, this is an area that you're really going to want to target. You're also going to want to do the outside. This is where tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis really hangs out. So you want to go in there and target areas that you feel are painful or achy and just really try to loosen that up. You can also do elbow motions going up and down like this. You can also just go in and out with the elbow and repeat this process. If you do feel like one certain motion like this right here is causing clicking, like let's say it's right here, what I want to do is target that area where I'm feeling that clicking, throw some repetitions in, do a before and after and see if it is helping. Also, you want to use different parts of the spoon and just really dig in and explore the area itself. You want to just try to break up as much tightness as possible that might be leading to those elbow clicking or popping sounds. But you can repeat this process completely over the forearm, the top part, the sides, the bottom. And with this one too, you might want to throw some wrist motions in. So you can go up and down with the wrist while you do this. You can go also go in and out. But just target motions that you feel are achy or painful or causing those sounds and throw more repetitions in, do a before and after, and hopefully that leads to a lot less elbow pain and elbow clicking sounds. This is what I like to call the anywhere elbow tightness fix, and it's really easy to do. You can do it at home, you can do it at work, in class, standing or seated. What I'm going to do is start with very good upright posture. Whatever side that we're focusing on, take that arm straight at the elbow like this. The palm is going to be facing away from us. Take the other hand, grip right at the palm, pull the fingers back towards us as much as we can. You're going to feel a great stretch from the wrist into the forearm all the way to the elbow. Only go to your comfort level. What we're going to do from here is then take the fingers inwards, and this is going to cause a very good stretch up into the elbow, so only go to your comfort level again. Hold this position for about 15 seconds. From there, you're going to relax, take a breather, and then repeat this up to 5 times. With each repetition, take it a little bit further to challenge yourself to get a better stretch. From there, we're just going to go in the opposite direction, and you're going to notice that this hits the muscles just a little bit differently. Repeat this one again, up to 5 repetitions for about a 15-second hold. What we're going to do from there is turn the hand over and then repeat the same process. Again, this is going to hit those muscles just a little bit differently. And when you do these, you might notice that one certain movement, like let's say right here for me, starts to cause clicking or maybe just pain or irritation into the elbow. Make note of that, stop right there, and then you're going to just go just a little bit before that clicking motion and then work into it a little bit further, throw some more repetitions in there, and then do a before and after to see if that's loosening up that movement, I should say, and leading to a lot less sounds into the elbow. But it's just a very good way to open up the elbow and also pinpoint movements that might be causing that pain or clicking sound. And whatever you do on one side, always repeat on the other just to keep them both in balance. This exercise is called the muscle peanut fix, and I'm going to be making a peanut or a massage tool with 2 tennis balls inside a sock. The trick with this one is put the tennis balls in the sock and then twist it as far as you can so it's really tight, and then tie your knot because you want this to roll very easily. Let's go to a flat elevated surface, go to a countertop. That works very well. What I'm going to do is start off on the back side of the arm. Let's put just a little bit of pressure in there like this. So it's right at the top of the elbow. I'm going to press into it, and I'm just going to go up and down very slowly. This should feel pretty good, like a nice self-massage. You want to do this very slowly for about 5 repetitions, and then from there you're just going to straighten the elbow out and then come back up. If you do notice that this causes any clicking or popping sounds with any of these motions that we're going to go over, just stop right there and build a little bit more into it. Throw some more repetitions in and do a before and after to see if that does help with getting rid of those elbow sounds. But once you're done with that, switch over to the top part and then press into it like this for a nice self-massage. 5 repetitions, just very slowly. You can then work your way over completely on the top part of the arm, also on the bottom. But you want to just throw some motions in there too. I find that also doing this pressure and then not only coming up but also doing like circular motions with the elbow right here helps just identify spots that need a little bit more attention that might be causing that clicking sound. So I kind of go in with it and then I kind of go out with it and concentrate on the areas that need it a little bit more. But from there you can use the massage tool to really explore around the forearm right here. Just dig at spots. You can go up and down. You can also do like a circular motion right here. But you want to focus on the top part. You also want to focus on the bottom part right here. It doesn't matter if you use the tool to press into it like this or like this. You might find that one works a little bit better, so go with that. But you just want to make sure to go completely up like this with a hitchhiker sign, and you also want to just make sure to target the other spots. For the inside and the outside of the elbow, I like using these peanut tools because it has a little bit of a groove in there and you can really just dig into those spots right there. So I can go just right over that area where that groove is at and just put some pressure in there, throwing some nice repetitions in to just get that out. Go up and down with it, do circular motions on the inside and then also on the outside of the elbow for tennis and golfer's elbow. But go through some wrist motions too while you're doing this. So kind of bring the wrist up and down, in and out, and you might find that that activates that muscle just a little bit more. And again, if you're getting clicking sounds, like let's say that I'm moving my wrist in like this and getting a clicking sound over here, I just kind of continually do that, putting pressure in there and massaging it out until it finally goes away. But it's just an easy way to target spots that need it the most. So one of the easiest ways to get rid of clicks, cracks, and pops in the elbow is with a self-popping technique. And I use a pull-up or a chin-up band for this. These can be bought locally at a sporting goods department. You can also get them online. If you would like to buy them online, I will put a link in this video's description so you can get that. What I'm going to do is double loop the band, place it on the doorknob on the other side of the door, close the door so it's nice and firm and it won't come back to hit us. What I'm going to do from there is start off on my knees, so make sure to put a pillow or towel underneath them for extra comfort. If you do have bad knees, you can do this in a rolling chair. But the movement is very simple. Whatever side that I'm focusing on, I'm going to put the band over the wrist just like this, and then I'm going to take my fingers and kind of like this, grab the two ends so it looks just like this. So it's nice and firm. I'm really gripping onto it. From there, I'm going to move back just far enough where you feel very good amount of tension being built up. It should feel like pretty much from the shoulder all the way to the wrist is being pulled towards the floor. What I want to do is relax the arm, elbow, wrist as much as possible. Let this just pull you forward. But I'm going to then use my body weight to then lean back. So my back is going to be kept straight, but I'm going to lean backward. The more that you do this, the more intense this traction is going to get into the elbow. So only go to your comfort level. But you can feel an immediate pop or release in there if that joint has been locked up for quite a bit. But you want to hold this position for about 30 seconds. And when you're ready, just lean forward, take a breather, and then repeat this up to 5 times. With each repetition, go back just a little bit further with it to get a better self-traction into that elbow. To take this to the next level, what I'm going to do is build that traction up, but I'm going to then start to go in and out with my arm very, very slowly. This is going to activate the muscles just a little bit differently, and you might find it just really starts to activate those muscles around the elbow that is causing the clicking sounds to begin with. So if you, let's say, go in just a little bit like this and feel a little bit of clicking going on, throw some more repetitions in there very, very slowly through that motion or that movement, and do it before and after to see if it helps get rid of it. It's just a very easy way to not only open up the elbow joint, but really focus on movements that might be causing those sounds to begin with and get rid of them very quickly. This is one of my personal favorite elbow exercises because not only is it going to help loosen everything up, but it's also going to help strengthen all the soft tissue around the elbow. It's called the hammer method, and just like the name, we need a hammer. We want a hammer because it's not a balanced weight like a dumbbell, and it makes this exercise much more efficient. The movement here is very easy. I like to start off in a chair. I'm just going to put my arm out straight in front of me. Elbow is going to be straight. I'm going to grab near the head of the hammer, and then I'm just going to rotate my elbow, my whole arm, just very, very slowly up and down, inwards and outwards. And when you do this, you're going to feel the muscles around the forearm into the elbow, into the top part of the arm really start to activate. So only go to your comfort level. But you want to do this one slowly for about 10 repetitions. Once you're done with that, switch the hammer to the other side like this, and then repeat. You're going to notice that this right here just activates the muscles just a little bit differently. If you do feel that any certain movement, like let's say it's right here for me, is causing clicking or snapping sounds in the elbow, make note of that, stop right there, throw some more repetitions in there and work that tightness out, and hopefully it will lead to a lot less sounds. To take this to the next level, we can make this more challenging by gripping further away from the head of the hammer. So if you go in the middle, it's going to be a lot more difficult. If you go all the way towards the end, it's going to be very difficult. So if you're really focusing on trying to strengthen those muscles, try that and then switch the variation of the hammer right here because it's really going to become challenging at that point. You can also bend the arm like this if you feel it's a little bit more effective. You'll find that it just targets the elbow just a little bit differently. So go straight out with it and then also bend the elbow like this. Go through them and go through the motions that you feel are the most effective. But you can also do different motions with it. So you can put the hammer out in front of you and you can go up and down like this. And again, the further that you get away from the head right here, the more challenging this is going to be. So I just find it to be very efficient at finding that so-called sweet spot that really targets not only the elbow, but really helps strengthen it also. But go through all of those motions, try to do about upwards to 10 repetitions, target the areas that need it the most. If you liked the video and got a lot of relief, please show us your support by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to our channel too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.